Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're back on the BBI with plenty of jobs to take care of, including some of these mirrors. But first, it's all to do with this, the steering rack. Now, in the previous video, we started stripping it all apart, but then we got a little bit stuck because Ferrari do not make any little components for one of these. They only sell the complete rack. Now, obviously with this, we've tried to retain all the originality as much as possible. And well, there was nothing wrong with this. We're just going to give it a refresh. So we had a few comments from you guys. So first of all, thank you very much for those. They really helped out. There was some suggestions also where I can buy certain parts for this, including this little thing here. The tiny little pin, the little dowel pin that sits here. So we got our little end piece here that we've unscrewed, and the pin sits in there, and then it's burred over at the top. Now, like I say, Ferrari don't sell this. This, hopefully, according to you guys, is literally going to cost me a matter of pence. But we need to find out exactly the size that we need to order up here. So we are about there, which is about 4 mil, just a fraction under. So 4 mil wide. Now, we need to now also figure out the length of the pin that we need, and Owen came up with an ingenious idea. So the issue we've got is it has to go to the bottom of this little bit here and to the top of the little ring. So we're going to use this, a little bit of rolled up tape. I'm going to push it to the bottom. Now this does not have to be absolutely precise because we're going to burr over the top anyway. So I've got it at the bottom there. I'm going to just make a little marker there. And then I can either use my calipers here, and that is about 10 mil. Let's just double check on here. Yeah, so it's about 10 mil long. And yeah, I'm going to order those up right now, get that, and then we're ready to start rebuilding this thing. I've got one more thing to order up as well, actually, and that was all your suggestions. That is some graphite grease to rebuild this properly. Let's do it. Okay, so let's jump online, order up that pin, and get this steering rack finally rebuilt. By the time I finish with this car, it's going to be worth its weight in gold.
Mate, what is that?
Dude, that's my wallet.
That ain't a wallet, that's a brick. You need an upgrade. Try Ridge.
Whoa, now that is what I call an upgrade. Ridge are the masters at minimalistic wallets like this, but even though it's small, it packs a punch. It carries 12 of my most valuable cards, has RFID protection built in, and what I love is this little clip at the back to carry some spare cash. Ridge comes in 30 different colours and styles, has over 50,000 5-star reviews, and has a lifetime warranty. And right now, to celebrate Ridge's 10th anniversary, if you head to ridge.com/Ratarossa, you can save up to 40%. So, ditch the brick, redefine the pocket, add a Ridge wallet. Ridge.com/Ratarossa. I gotta say a massive thanks to Ridge for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to business. Okay guys, so our replacement for the pin has arrived. I've got, as I said, 2 different thicknesses, 2 different lengths of each. So we're gonna make sure we get this right first time. We don't have to reorder anything. So let's rebuild ourselves a BBI steering rack. Now, we've got all the stuff ready to go on here, from a few little tools, extra tools. We've got some grease, we've got hammers, all the bits here, a couple of sockets to knock in the bearings. Now, bearings, there are 2 very expensive bearings. This is one of the ones that came out of the rack. Not too bad, but we're taking no chances on this. This is the other one that disintegrated, and that really was bad. It had hardly any movement at all. So we've got 2 new ones, one there, one here. So if we compare this to, slightly different, right? So we're gonna put that on, and what else have we got? Well, I'll be honest with you, I took this apart quite some time ago. Originally, when we took it out of the car, was a considerable amount of time ago. Then we stripped this last little bit, and well, totally forgot how it all came apart. So we had to reference the old videos in order to try and work out some of it, and there were some bits I didn't even film, so it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Anyway, there is one other thing that I want to say on this one, and that is to do with the little bush that is down there. And if I hold that right up there, right? So we have some rivets around the side here. 1, 2, 3. If you look down there, I don't know if you can see, there's 3 poking through. They look like rivets to me. I don't know what else they could possibly be. And then there is a little screw right there, little Phillips screw. Now, you take that out and you could take the bushing out, in theory. But we've got these rivets in place, and there's no way that that bushing would actually come out past them. So I'm guessing I'd have to drill these things out and then replace them. However, I've had a good feel around, and I can't feel anywhere in that bushing. So we're going to take a little bit of a chance with this one, and worst case, this might all have to come apart when we put it back together again. So if we do, we know exactly what it is, and it's an £8 part, but we've just got to figure out how to replace those 3 rivets. Right, let's crack on with it. So first of all, we are going to reverse engineer this from how we took it apart, and we are going to pop in this bearing right down into there. Okay, bearing first, so we got to get it right down there, and this is very important. We put everything around the right way, otherwise we're going to have one major problem later on. So we've got some lovely graphite grease here. Just pop a little bit around here just to help me. Just get some of that around there. Then pop that in there like that. I think we're going to go for a lot of wet wipes again. Okay, so we've got a socket. It goes through that first bit, then we've got to get it into the second bit here, past that channel. That was incredibly easy. Much easier than I thought that was going to be. Okay, you can never check too many times here. This is triple, quadruple checked. So this is my old video of taking the really tricky bearing that's buried right down in there. Now I wanted to just double check before we go any further that I've put the bearing in the right way around it. It wasn't that way around, and you can see there the big collar, which is that collar there. So we've done it right. We've got a new bushing to go in there. Just pop in like so. Let's check that out. Nice. Alright, so another new bearing down here. Now that should just sit like so over there. Now I'm going to just test it before we do anything. Hopefully it's going to pop in and out like the other one did. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so a couple of things that we were working out really was we had so many spacers here. There's a load of, another one there, and then we got this last little bit here which I think must sit there. It seems to kind of be the right height with those. What do you think, though? Yeah? That then goes like that. That's our height, and then we've got that goes in this side. That rides against the shaft. Okay, I'm happy with that. So let's put that together and pop that in properly. So that is our rack in place. Now if we put this through there, let's turn that around so you can see. Alright, this is how it works. So, seems good. Let's put some grease on it and put it back together. Happy with that. Not like a samurai. Let's give it a load in here as well. Put some more on that bearing down there. And to hold it in, on the other side, we have this with a little spring, and where is our new O-ring that goes there? A bit of that on that bit, a bit of grease around there. Slide that in, bit of that. Okay. Okay, so we're going to use some vice grips and test this thing out. I'm just really going to gently clamp it around there, and we're going to check our movement. Okay, so our movement is good. It's nice. All right, but there's one thing that is not right, and that is at this end here. So you remember I said about the bushing. Listen to this. I've got a little bit of movement in that, and then that, when you get to the wheel, is going to feel quite substantial in the steering. So we're going to have to order up that bushing. What a mistake to make. That has cost me, it's a cheap bushing, it's £8. I just didn't even think about it, didn't realise. So okay, we are one step forward, one step back. Let's get a bushing on order. Right, let's jump on to something else that you guys helped me with. Now, in the previous video, I asked for some help on the BBI mirrors, and well, I've got to say a massive thanks, because I got a load of recommendations, a load of comments on that, which we're going to come to later and actually use some of those suggestions. However, I have just come up with a brilliant solution that, well, I'd lost something and now I found it. If we come over here, I was looking in a completely wrong place. We are with all of my stuff here for the 308s, and crazy me has actually got 4 of the mirrors here. These were for my 308, or these are for my 308 conversion on the QV car, and well, they're exactly the same as the ones on the BBI. Now let me show you the plan for this. So we've got 3 of these, and we've got 1 red one here that's been resprayed. I think that was from a 328. They're exactly the same mirrors. Some of them are color coded. Let's go to the car and I'm going to show you what the plan was with this. Okay, so let me explain. I've got 4 mirrors here. I've got 2 off the BBI. In total, I've got 6. I've got 3 pairs of mirrors, which is insane if you look at the prices these things go for. So we have here my 1982 GTSI with American flag, very square mirrors on these things. The other mirrors I got were actually for that car. So for some reason, I not only got 1 set, but I got 2 sets, and I'm not exactly sure why I did that. I just found another set in my garage, as you do, £3,000 a set. Anyway, they are going to be going on this, the black 308 QV American spec that we are changing to a Euro spec car. Now currently, we've got these. Look very, very similar, but they're an aftermarket mirror. They were a temporary solution while I got rid of the flag mirrors. Actually sold those and made some money back. However, we've now got 3 sets. Out of the 3 sets, I am going to take the best set. So we've got 1 here, really, really good. All the glass is good on this, and then we're going to use those on the BBI. Now, the reason I can do that is because when I do this car, we are going to color code the mirrors. So this is a set that's already been color coded. The one side for the opposite side was done for red. Some of the 328s that these are used on as well were color coded. So when we do this, we'll color code the mirrors, and so it doesn't really matter on the finish of the set that we use on here. And that's the idea, but you guys did give me some ideas on how to make these ones, even though they're great, we're going to make them look perfect. Let's get back to the house. This question that often arises is, what happened to the missing BBI toolkit? Did I ever find it? Well, first of all, it was 100% stolen. So far, we've had no luck tracking that one down. I will say thank you to everybody, because whenever a BBI or a Boxer toolkit for that matter comes up for sale anywhere in the world, I normally get about 10 notifications to say, is this the one? No luck so far, but I am confident one day we will track it down. Just in case any of you want a reminder, this is how it looks. Okay guys, so well, as you can see, we've got our 3 sets of BBI 328 mirrors here. And as you saw, they were £3 a set. That's £9 sat here on the table. Let's just say I get some aftermarket ones for 50 quid, flog these on eBay, What can we get for 9 grand? Oh?
Honda S2000.
S2000, that's a good one. I'm reckoning M3, BMW M3 sat here in front of me. Guys, what else can we get for £9,000? What's that? That's about $11,000. What car can I replace these mirrors with instead and have some fun? Anyway, we've got 3 sets here. Among the 3 sets, hopefully we've got one really decent set. So let me give you an idea of what we were doing here. So you guys suggested, one of the suggestions was actually sanding one of these mirrors. I'm going to get O to do a close-up on this one here. This is one of the BBI mirrors. These are both the BBI mirrors at the front. You can put a close-up over there of the mirror, and the reason why we can't actually sand these, it would be lovely to just give it a very, very light sand, but we've got a textured finish on this which we need to retain. It's the raw plastic on this, and unfortunately we cannot sand them. So the other solution was to use some of this stuff called solution finish. Now a number of you guys recommended this, and that is the route we're going to take. So we're going to pick a good mirror. And this is one, let's say, from the left side of the car that we're going to use. Really, really nice. And we're going to apply some solution finish. Now, as you will see, all of the badges come with a little Ferrari prancing horse there. This one in particular has got a bit of a chip out of it. And Ferrari never used to sell that badge. So at some point when I was doing this project for the BBI, I came up with a cunning little plan. This is official Ferrari pin badge. So you can see the back there. We were going to cut that off and use it as one of the mirror badges. However, Ferrari have started to sell these at about £30 a pop, so we'll get an original one to go on the mirrors. Anyway, let's start by restoring this one, see how well it comes out. Okay, so step 1 is we need to wipe the surface with some rubbing alcohol, and then step 2 is shake the bottle vigorously before opening. You do that, I'll wipe this. Then apply a small amount of product to the microfiber sponge. Let's see what this stuff looks like, shall we? Ooh. Small amount of product onto there. And wipe product onto the surface. Now we don't want to get our badge, even though it is a bit of a broken one. Still going to look good on my office desk. Okay guys, so as you can see, it's already looking pretty good. The final step is we just need to buff off any excess with a fresh microfiber towel, and then that is job done. And as you can see, that looks brand new. Now there is one final thing, or 2 actually. I am going to be replacing the badges with some new ones, but also another suggestion from you guys is I'm going to leave this to dry for a few hours, and then I'm going to do one last stage, and that is to use some Avalon King ceramic coating. We're going to apply that to the mirror once it's all dry, and then we're going to protect it for years to come. And check this out guys, look, that is the mirror, and this is the original one off the BBI with the broken lens. Look at the difference there. That is pretty incredible. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. We have made some progress on certain bits, but then we have taken a step back on that steering rack. So I've got some bits ordered up for that already. Hopefully they'll come tomorrow. We're gonna get that fully assembled, make sure that is sweet as a nut. That's going back on the car. And in the next BBI video, we have got 2 major components that I've been working on in the background that, again, like these, are gonna look brand new in that BBI. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Don't forget, you can check out what I get up to on a daily basis over on my socials. Until the next time, stay safe. Ciao for now.